Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be officially starting my streamer and content creation career. Now, I know if you've seen any of my other videos, I think I've mentioned doing that plenty of times. But while I was at work today, I ran into a video of Ludwig talking about becoming a streamer. And although I should have been working, it caught my interest and I watched the full video. And that's this top one right here. Don't start streaming before watching this. Basically, in this video, he talks about how you can set yourself up for success and what it takes to be a streamer, a big streamer, that is. Because Ludwig was announced, streamer of the year. I think he's number 2 on Twitch right now. And yeah, he blew up and he's living the life, man. I know there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes and whatnot, so I can't speak upon that, but he's doing it, man. He's gaming for a living. He's part of a community that seems to be very close-knit, and it just looks like something that I wish I would have got involved with a long time ago. So in this video today that I'm making, we're gonna be watching the newest video he made about becoming a streamer and how to be successful. I did start watching it at work, but I didn't get all the way through it. I had to clock out, and now I thought it'd be a good idea to make a video about his video. And this is gonna mark the day that I start following his advice and pretty much seeing it where it takes me. So we're not gonna watch this first one. It's a little outdated. It's 4 years ago, but a lot of good stuff is in here. So if you do stumble upon this video, I would recommend watching this one first and then watching this one if you haven't already. So I'm pretty much gonna take this as a course, a class. I'm gonna take notes. I got my notebook right here, got my pen. I'm ready to go. And yeah, basically I'm just gonna apply this stuff to my own streaming career. So let's dive right into it.
Jay Leno.
Let me go back to the beginning. Let's go.
I made a video 3 years ago about how to be a streamer, and it covered a lot of the bases that you will need.
Yeah, that's the video I'm talking about. Make sure you check that one out.
Repetitive information. But I also have something different this time. This time, it's not just me who's going to be telling you how to be a streamer. I've gone ahead and I've asked 100 of my friends, 100 fellow streamers, on advice for somebody who's up and coming or trying to become a streamer.
I'm just going to start by saying that Red Bull mic is sick as fuck, honestly. One day, dude. One day, you watch. I'll have one of those. I have this on-desk mic. I don't even have one of those stands. Hopefully you can hear me well, but I want one of those Red Bull. I also want like the Ninja Red Bull fridge that he has in the back. If that much Red Bull is being sent to me, I would probably be a little cracked out on stream. I'm not going to lie. But anyway, back to the video.
So I have more info for you this time. It's not just me. I literally went out and asked 100 streamers for advice, and I put it all into a PowerPoint presentation, which I'm calling my Ultimate Guide to Streaming 2024 edition. Let's get into it, class. All you will need is a pen and paper and a positive attitude. Step 1 on becoming a streamer. Stop watching this video if you have not yet gone live. I'm being serious. Go live, you lazy fucker. If you have never even attempted to stream before and you are watching this video on how to be a streamer, you're not serious about it. And this is a problem that's not exclusive to streaming.
I would agree with that.
This is a problem that happens in every single hobby you want to pursue. Do you want to be a runner? Oh, I'm going to look up a bunch of videos on how I should run and how I should train running before I do it. Oh, you want to start working out? I'm going to look up a bunch of videos on how to work out before I start working out. Just do the damn thing.
I completely agree. It's kind of like weird if you're just gonna out of nowhere be like, you know what, I'm gonna try streaming, but before I try streaming, let's watch a video about streaming. I think the best way to do something is absolutely try it out. Just do it. Hands-on experience. Go for it. And I'm not gonna lie, I have been streaming myself, and as you can see, I have videos, quite a few videos from this last couple weeks. really long videos. And as you can see, I have 5 views, 10 views, 38 views. I have. There was one in here that I had about 100 views, and that was when I was playing, got into a random squad. I play Marvel Rivals, by the way. Random squad, and we ended up facing a group of Eternity players, which is like top tier players other than the top 500, and it got like about 100 views. I actually made a video about it. It was pretty much my first edited video ever on YouTube. And I mean, it's not going to do well because nobody knows who I am, but this was about, I don't know, like 11, 12 days ago. Got 57 views, 3 likes. And I'm pretty sure some of those likes were kind of like friends and family members and stuff like that. So random likes, maybe like 1. I digress, actually. My first video was Marvel Rivals becoming a streamer challenge. I had this idea of becoming a streamer, and I was just going to stream, record it, and put it on YouTube and see where it got me. But I don't have any TikTok, or I have an Instagram, but it's like a meme page and stuff like that. But this is the first time I made a video, got a thumbnail going, and yeah, it's been about almost half a month, and it's only got 50, 60 views on it. But I'm not going to be expecting much because I'm not really putting in the time and effort to promote that video and stuff like that. But moving forward, I 100% am going to be putting more time into my editing and content and stuff like that. But going back to the video, I completely agree. Get out there, get your webcam set up, get your audio capture set up, and just stream. Just stream and have a good time. After you get a couple of streams in, you kind of understand how everything's working. You set up your page, all that good stuff. Maybe you get 1 or 2 viewers. That's where I'm at right now. And yeah, it wasn't always like that. I do have about almost 200 followers. Oh, 130 followers. I was definitely up playing that, but almost 150 followers. But this is when I was under a different name. I was streaming different content and stuff like that. Got some good followers playing Dark and Darker and all that good stuff. But it's been so long since I actually started streaming, it's been so long since I was streaming consistently that the people that used to watch me probably don't even remember me, honestly, because I just went on a hiatus and played games without streaming and stuff like that. So I do want to tell you that it is possible to reach that 100 goal, but I don't have the concurrent streamers, or I don't have the concurrent viewers to become an affiliate, and that's going to be my next goal, is to become an affiliate, which is, I think you have to average 3 streamers in a span of 30 days, which shouldn't be too hard. I don't know how I didn't get that already, but maybe some of these are bots, who knows. But anyway, back to the video.
Just do it, because that is the hardest step. Is just doing it. And
doing
you'll
is
make
hard.
A million excuses, and you'll put 100 barriers between you and doing the thing. I don't have the right technology. My equipment's not good enough. I don't have anyone who'd watch me right now.
Bro, you can stream on a Nintendo
Just
Switch.
Fucking do it. If you're not even gonna try one single stream, then you are not serious about this. And I'm gonna prove to you that you're not serious, because the biggest streamer in the world right now is a guy named Jinxie. And for a full year,
oh, this was a year ago, right?
Twitch,
I don't know if Jinxie's the biggest still. I think it's Kai-san.
Of 639
That's me right now. That's me right now.
To an average viewership of 2. 3.5 hours live with a peak viewership of 1. That's Jinxie, man. So if you're not willing to be Jinxie, I don't think you're serious about being a streamer. Be Jinxie, go live, come back to this video after you've learned just a little bit. If you've already gone live, congratulations. All right?
What is this website?
Be asking?
What is this website?
Go live.
The fuck was that, a cock?
Video after you've learned.
Summary, Jinxie summary stats? Is that streamer stats? Twitch checker. I think this might be the right one. Let's see. That's me. Hours streamed. How long is this? 30 days? All time? Hours streamed 9. Average. This isn't right. This is not right. There has to be some. I think it was under my my last name. Let me see. Oh. Because I've done way more than that in the past month or so. Oh. Last 30 days, hours watched, active days. When does this reset? Do you know? I'm asking like there's somebody there. Yeah, this is not right. In the last 30 days, I streamed alone the other day, like an 8-hour session. So yeah, this definitely lifetime. Yeah, this is highest number of views, 23. Yeah, this is definitely. It even doesn't even show my followers at 128. Yeah, maybe I'll keep this bookmarked after this video and kind of just keep a track on it and see how it does.
Just a little bit. If you've already gone live, congratulations. All right, yeah, congrats. You can continue watching this video. Now, the second question you might be asking, Ludwig, why should I listen to you? Why me? There's a lot of information out there, a lot of people whose entire channels are devoted to how to be a streamer. Why me? Well, I've had some success along the way. I am the second most subscribed to Twitch streamer ever of all time, behind Kai Cenat. I won Streamer of the Year a year or two ago. You know, some successes along the way. This is not me boasting, by the way. I also have the record for the most Twitch subscribers lost by anyone ever, and I still hold that record. But I've had some success streaming.
Fire record, bro.
I care about imparting that because I know as a fact I will not be a big streamer forever. One day I will completely fall off, or I'll quit entirely because I'm scared of falling off. All right, one of them's gonna come. So I might as well get rid of all the information I have because somebody who's watching this video right now will be replacing me as the biggest streamer in the world one day. Or there'll be
almost a million views.
I've seen people who have made it big, who I would argue are doing shit that I'm not doing, that are
one of you million,
who have mentioned me, and I'm very flattered by that fact. So I might as well impart the wisdom while I have it. Extra Emily, I think, is a streamer who I think's fucking killing it right now, and she's mentioned me as someone who inspired her, and I'm flattered by that because she's doing shit that I'm not doing. Every damn stream, she's doing something crazy. She makes crack cocaine on the streets of Austin.
Ma'am, yes. This is a family establishment. You're not allowed to cook crack in the parking lot.
Cook crack? She's got steak right there? What the fuck?
I'm cooking steak.
Extra
So anyway,
Emily, I might have to check her
the
out.
wisdom I have, and if you don't trust my opinion, well, good news for you. I also asked 100 streamers how to stream. This is real. I made a Google form. I asked all the questions that I would want to know if I just started streaming, and I asked the biggest streamers you could possibly think of. And this is true. I did ask 100 streamers. That's going to be the title of this YouTube video. I did ask 100 streamers. Disclaimer, 100 people didn't answer me, okay? I did ask 100 people. It just turns out that only 30% of them actually
Hey, that's a good turnout.
Not a horrible percentage, by the way. If you're in the MLB and you're batting 30%, that's not bad. That's pretty good, you know? So a lot of dono walls there, a lot of egos hurting along the way. But I did ask for you guys. I mean, these are the names of the people who replied to me. And if you just took a quick look there are a lot of big fucking streamers here. And let's start with the very basic question. What are the perks of being a streamer? Now, this one might seem simple. You guys could probably list a few off the top. And the biggest one that most people will think of is money. That is the biggest perk that most people would think of, is when you think of a streamer, you think of money. Yep, everyone's spamming it in chat right now. That's true. And I'm going to reveal something.
I would say that's true. But I think that there's more behind that. It's not just the money. It's the pursuing your dreams kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the money's going to be great. But at the same time, like just doing something that you love. You know what I mean? Like, and I could see like here in the middle, I think that's why Ludwig put it in the middle, is the controller, right? Is the gaming. It all boils down to the gaming and the passion that people have for gaming, right? And I have a huge passion for it. Every day when I get off of work, the first thing I'm thinking about is getting home, seeing my girlfriend and my puppy. But after I, get situated with them, shower them with love, I want a game. You know what I mean? That's how I get away. That's how I escape this 9 to 5 life that's just draining me. Yeah, it's something that I look forward to. Um, yeah, the money is the money is definitely a perk. You know what I mean? Getting paid for something that you love to do.
Here that I think I'm illegally allowed to reveal because I'm no longer a Twitch exclusive streamer. I wasn't able to reveal this last time. Here's how much money I made my last year on Twitch. Again, this is not a flex. I'm just trying to show you. This is why people like to start streaming, because they think of the money aspect. There it is. That was my last year on
God
Twitch.
damn.
2021, I made $2.5 million. Now bear in mind that money does include the subathon. So kind of does inflate it a little bit. Yeah, that's a big chunk of it. I would argue like half of it. But it's a lot of money. People,
That is a fuck ton of money.
they like the idea of streaming because the amount of money you can make. You also have a pretty cool job. You get to game for a living. I mean,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
What streaming is, it is gaming.
That's number one for me. The money comes
Last
second,
week,
dude.
I
The
got
money
to play
comes
Stick
second.
RPG and gamble in a fake cartoon universe where I was trying to sell cocaine to Girl Scouts who
It
robbed
might come third.
That's what I did for my job. That's what I did. It was pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun doing it. That's what I got.
I think it might come third because actually, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of cheated and watched like half of this video. So I might actually no. I think at the top is the passion for it, and then I think the second one for me is gonna be building a community, interacting with anybody that wants to be part of my community, and helping others. You know what I mean? Like. We'll get into that later because he's going to talk about goals and stuff like that, and I'm going to share what I consider my goals.
Got to do. You also get to be like a D-list, F-list celebrity. You're not famous. Don't fucking delude yourself if you're a streamer. But
I don't really care about that. That's cool. You know what I mean? I would really like to meet some of my inspirations. And I think that's about it. I don't want to be kind of the center of attention. I want to be part of a community that has the attention as a whole. You know what I mean? Like a group of streamers or a group of friends that have the spotlight on them, not individually like, oh, you're the biggest streamer, you're the badass, blah, blah, you're the alpha and all that stuff. I really don't care about that. I don't care about being a D-list a celebrity. I honestly just want to game with some of my favorite content creators. I want to meet them, and I could care less if anybody puts me on that pedestal or whatever. I don't even know if that's the right analogy. Whatever. I don't want people to put me above them. I want to be part of the community, and a large community, the community of streamers and video gamers, more so the gamers. But it would be cool to be part of that elite streamer group because I would really like to meet some of these people, and I feel like I would have a lot of fun creating content with them and just being friends with them. You know what I mean? Like, screw the being a celebrity part. I really don't give a shit about that, honestly. Being a celebrity doesn't sound the greatest. Privacy is an issue. Expectations. I don't want it to be like a 9 to 5 job. You know what I mean? I already do that. I'm a software engineer. Every day I fucking am expected to do this and expected to do that. I just want to game with people that I like and have fun doing it. You know what I mean? All this is just comes along as a bonus. You know what I mean?
But if you walk into a GameStop and you're a big streamer, holy shit, they're going to recognize you. Macy's, Banana Republic, not so much. But Best Buy, you know, those are our places. That's where the people know us. And you get to even meet some cool people. A lot of the people that I liked watching, I got to meet. I got to hang out with. And now I also get to work with. These are the cool things.
That's what I'm saying.
But everybody
That's what I'm saying right there.
Everybody knows all the cool shit that comes with streaming. People don't think about some of the negatives. So I'm going to bring up a couple here.
Walmart at 3 a.m., his chat.
Being a micro celebrity isn't always great because sometimes you have haters. And I brought an example of a hater here for you today. My biggest hater that I've had for about 3 years now, a guy who will DM me almost every week some mean shit. March 7th, 2022. Ain't no way your ass drive a Vespa. I got COVID a few days ago. It's because
This would just entertain me, honestly.
Driving the Vespa. Still at it.
I've had haters in my life, and this would...
Okay, this picture does make me laugh.
This would entertain the shit out of me.
Laugh, but still, what is that about? What is that? I'm just minding my own business. It's 1:10 a.m. Holy shit, you did it. I'm so proud. Sometimes it
fire.
goes full circle.
That's fire.
Stops. God, I hope I find your name on Epstein's Island.
Okay, hey, at least he's creative, right?
Honestly, this is more of a funny hater, but there are very real haters. There are very real consequences to even being a micro celebrity, and there are a lot of people whose lives are worse because of the attention they get, and they don't really like it. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing, big streamers tend to work a lot, right? These are my 30 surveyed streamers. I asked them how often they work in a week. And the blue is 0 to 20 hours. You might notice there is no blue. In fact, an equal amount of people work 20 to 39 hours a week, as do 80 plus hours. And I don't think they're bullshitting when they're putting these replies in, because you can literally track the hours of some of these streamers. There are people who are average live 10 hours
80
a day
hours?
for the entire year, 365 days a year.
I put in like 50.
To go, work, Lamau. This isn't
max.
even a real job. Whatever. That's fine. The reality is, though, if you were to do that, it would drain you, and you would basically lose everything else.
I'm drained, bro. I am drained from my job right now.
Do this. They lose everything.
I'm taking
else
PTO days,
all they do
mental health PTO days,
bro.
Bro.
New life experiences. They're just sharing all their life experiences online. And as opposed to a job where you are told how often you are supposed to come in by somebody, you make your own hours. And the more hours you work, the more money you make. But you only make money while you're live. So might as well be live as often as you can. Still, those negatives aren't that bad. Like, all things considered, this is still better than working at a call center, Ludwig. It's really not that bad. So why doesn't everybody stream? You make a lot of money, play video game, hang out with Germa 985? But yes, me. Sign me up, man. Sign me up. Well, let's do a little experiment. I want you to think of a streamer. In fact, type one in chat. Think of a streamer. It can be anyone in the world.
Type one in chat.
There's a bunch of huge streamers that you guys are listening right now. Maybe you thought of one of these names. Sorry, Ninja, for using this picture.
Nah, definitely
These
not.
are the streamers you think of. But I think that's a bit of a mistake. Because if all you are thinking about when you think of the title of streamer is the people who have not only made it, but made it to such a high degree that they are the top of the top of the top 1,111%, then you're not really envisioning what your life will be like if you try streaming. So I'm going to show you someone. I'm going to show you this guy right here. Does anyone recognize this streamer? I don't see a single person
Mr. 10,000
who's instantly recognizing the streamer. I did some research yesterday. I wanted to look up the 10,000th biggest streamer in the world. So that's what I did. And right now you're looking at Mr. 10,000. Omni Kevka. If you go to Twitch Tracker and you go to the very last page possible,
this dude must play some Escape from Tarkov. Great game.
You will find Mr. 10,000, a guy who averages 268 viewers, who streams really intense gaming sessions that can last 24 hours of playing games like Ark and more recently Pow World. And let's just go through a few stats here. Mr. 10,000 averages 262 viewers.
I would love that.
An average of 7.5 hours every single day for the course of 2023.
Damn.
And has 388 sub points on Twitch. Here's him explaining what he does in his own words.
I've got my own style. You know what I mean? I'm a fat dude with long hair. Gotten fatter as I streamed. But I'm grinding.
That's what it's about, buddy.
I stream is by gaming hard. Multiple 24-hour streams in the last couple of days. Casually, all the time. One, I'm a video gamer that streams. There's a lot of streamers that play video games. You know what I mean? But I wanted my story to be, I play...
He's a gamer first. That's what it's about in my book.
And I got to hang out in his stream for a couple hours yesterday. He has a great community, and yes, he does game hardcore. And he's been
I'm curious. I'm curious. How many fucking followers does he have now?
Hours. Our streams.
Omni. Let's see. Omni Kev. He's got 250 people watching him. He's playing Ark Survival Ascended. Fire, dude. How many followers has this guy got? He's got He's got to have a fat following now after like 48,000 followers. Hey, bravo, dude. Bravo. Bravo, man. Keep grinding. I'm following you.
No way.
This is insane. I don't even know what the hell's going on right now. Holy shit.
I'm coming.
Bravo, bro. Bravo. Props to you.
Really intense game.
The stream is blood stream.
That game hardcore. And he's been gaming hardcore for a long time. This guy's been streaming longer than Twitch Tracker tracks stats. Longer than I have been streaming myself. It is what you should be thinking of when you think of being a streamer, because OmniKevka is a very successful streamer. He is in the top 0.08% of streamers in the world. In last month, 7.3 million people went live. He was more successful than 7.29 million people. So don't delude yourself into thinking streaming is being Kai. Streaming
bro.
Is being Valkyrie. Streaming is being Ninja. Streaming is being OmniKevka. And it is possible to be the biggest, but for the most part, people like OmniKevka are what makes up the streaming world. And they don't get the same attention and critical acclaim that the big people who get the millions of dollars do. Because all the eyes go to those people, but the reality is if you were to start streaming, your life would be a lot more similar to a streamer like OmniKevka, who's grinding. And in his own words said he was in the mines of Twitch. And he still gets to play video games for a living, and it still gets to pay his bills, and he still gets to hang out with cool people in his chat. But don't delude yourself. Don't think that starting the go live button means you will end up being Valkyrie, means you will end up being Kai. Because that's not what streaming is. It is a grind, okay? It is a grind. Now, before we start the actual session on how to be a streamer, we're gonna do a task. And I did this last time, we're gonna do it again, because this is one of the few kind of hippie things that I believe in, which is manifesting your goals.
Fire.
And the way to do that is by writing them down. And I want this on pen and paper, okay? I want this on pen and paper.
Ludwig.
I did this when I first started streaming over 6 years ago. I'm gonna have you guys do this today. All right, and in fact, I write all of my goals on something I can easily access on my desk. And it's on this little picture of me. On the back of it, I have all my goals. Now you're gonna write 3 things on this piece of paper. Section 1, I want you to write your goals with streaming. Now the goal can be different. It can be broad, it can be bold, it can be simple, but it should be honest. If you're gonna say that your goal is to have an altruistic community that you just like making laugh, is that real? Be genuine with yourself. Nobody's in the room with you. Do you actually just want to be fucking rich and a big streamer and famous? That's fine. Let's just be honest with ourselves today, okay? So let's write our goals down. And I'm gonna say one more thing. Goals can be bad, right? I think goals are valuable because they hold you accountable. But just because you achieve your goal does not mean you're done. And just because you don't hit your goal doesn't mean you failed. It's just something to hold you accountable along the way. And it can be as simple as my goal is to go live 3-4 times a week, whatever it is. So write your goal down, whatever it is. Second thing I want you to write.
All right, let's write our goals down. All right. And this is what I was talking about earlier. So I have a kind of like, I have a couple of short-term goals and a couple long-term goals. So my first goal that I'm going to put down is to be consistent. Right? Consistency is key. I play a lot of golf, and if you are not consistent, which I am very much not so, you're not gonna score well. You know what I mean? But you practice, you stay consistent. That is key. You'll get better. You start having more fun. Because I get fucking pissed off when I slice it into the desert. But consistency is key. Consistency with your shots individually, and consistent in practice and playing the game. Right? So that's going to be my first goal. Be consistent. My second goal, I want to be kind. Being kind is key, because if you're just a fucking troll, nobody's going to like you. Nobody's going to want to make content with you. No one's going to want to work with you. I mean, maybe other trolls. That could be a video in the future. You know what I mean? Go live, be a troll for a certain amount of time. I don't know. But being kind, I feel like, is right up there. Let's talk about streaming goals. Become affiliate. I don't know how I was an affiliate already. I feel like when I used to play games prior to this whole ordeal, I feel like I average a good amount of people. I wouldn't say like double digits, but I don't know, like five, I think. And to me, that's great. Like, imagine having five of your friends in the same room playing a video game, and they're watching you and cheering you on and all that good stuff. Five people is a lot of fucking people to have. Like, imagine if I had five people just right here beside me watching me watch this video and then after play games and shit like that. That's a lot of fucking people. Like, I would be like, yo, give me some fucking room. You feel me? And I don't know, just become an affiliate. And I think I've hit most of my goal. Creator, is it creator dashboard? There has to be, I think there's an achievements. Path to affiliate, 3 out of 4 completed. I got 128 followers out of 25. Streamed for 4 hours. I streamed 64 hours in the past 30 days. Stream on 4 different days, streamed on 18, and a minimum of 3 average viewers 4 different days. I have 0 out of 4. There is one guy or gal I don't really know. I haven't asked him, but he comes into my streams every day while I'm playing Marvel Rhymers and just hangs out with me. I appreciate him so much. I appreciate you, Revenant. I hope one day we get to play games together because you seem to know what the fuck you're talking about, and I hope we can climb that Marvel Rivals ladder, get out of the losers queue, and just fucking and chill, man. So let's see. There's other stuff. Average viewer start. This is partner. I need 75. That's gonna be a little down the road. Build a community. Get 50 people chatting at the same time. 31. And then it begins. So path to affiliate's my next goal, and that's going to be kind of a short-term goal. Path to partner will come afterwards, but path to affiliate is my goal as streamer. 4, inspire people. I don't know if this is going to go anywhere. I'm just kind of doing this because I want to do this. So if it does go anywhere, I would like to inspire people to do the same thing, to follow their dreams, and get out of that day cycle of 9 to 5 or doing whatever you're doing, and you're just kind of drained and you're not feeling yourself anymore, and you just want to become something else, something greater than yourself. Honestly, I started streaming again because I wanted to make memories with my friends. I have 2 friends that I game with. Long life fucking childhood friends from fucking 3rd grade, and we love gaming. One of them moved out of state, so this is the only way I really get to interact with them. And the other guy, he's married, has a house, and doesn't really get out much anymore because he needs to be working his ass off to pay for his bills and stuff like that. So that's going to lead me to my next goal, 5. I guess inspire people is still part of that. Maybe inspire people and friends, because I'd really like for my friends. I know that my buddy that moved out of state is living pretty well, and I think he's enjoying his life. The guy that's more so in Tucson still, where I live, I think he's kind of burnt out, man. And I would really like to inspire him to do something that he loves. And if I could show him that this is something that I love and perhaps it rubs off on him, that would be a huge goal for myself. A huge goal. Yeah. So I'm going to keep that at number 4, inspire people and friends. And what else? I think 5 is good. My ultimate goal, my ultimate goal, and this is going to be long term, is to build a community such that I can help you guys. And I guess this would follow under Inspire. But what I want to do as a long term goal is to build a community and show everyone that it's possible in 2025 to become a streamer. And I don't care if that means I get to quit my job or not. But what I want to do is get enough of a following that I can help you guys follow your dreams, and specifically your dreams to become a streamer. If I were to make it, I would maybe like once a month or once a quarter pick one of you guys that follow me and have been there through thick and thin. I'm looking at you, Revenant, and help you become a streamer. Show you what I did, show you how I did it, stream with you, become friends, and bring you along with me. And if I could do one a quarter, that'd be amazing. If I could do one a year, how about we'll start with that? One in a year, that would be my ultimate goal. To help someone become a streamer themselves that's want to become a streamer. So that's my ultimate goal. Help others pursue or follow their streaming dream. And right there, that's going to be my fifth and final goal. And I feel like these are some pretty good goals. Be consistent. That should be pretty easy because I love gaming. Why not just hit go live every time I fucking go game? Be kind. I'm very competitive, and I tend to kind of get pissed off when I feel like I'm performing and others aren't performing. So be kind is going to be huge because I could be a troll real fucking fast. I'm just super competitive. Become an affiliate. 3 concurrent viewers, I think I could do that in 30 days, especially if I'm going to go all in on this. Now, like I said, I have a 9 to 5. It's actually a 10-hour job, so more like a 7 to 5, 8 to 6 kind of thing. So I'll primarily be streaming after work in the evenings and over the weekends. So become an affiliate, inspire people and friends, like I said. And then my ultimate goal is to help others follow their dreams. And I know that kind of falls under the line of inspire people and friends, but that ultimate goal is to become successful enough to help others become streamers as well. And like he said, that last guy, Mr. 10,000 he was talking about, he's killing it, right? I would love to be in his position. And out of the 250 people that are there watching him stream, I would pick one of you guys and bring you along with me. We'll start playing games together. We'll start hanging out. We'll create a Discord, or I'll have a Discord going, and we'll hang out in there. We'll share memories and all that good stuff. And right alongside me, we'll be streaming. And out of those 250 people, if I get them to follow this guy or this girl or whatever you identify as, that would be amazing. That would be truly amazing. So those are my 5 goals.
Right? I want you to write some inspiration. I think this is really valuable to do because when you first start, I want you to write
inspiration
3, 4 times a week, whatever it is. So write your goal down, whatever it is. Second thing I want you to write some inspiration. I think this is really valuable to do because when you first start out, you're forming some sort of identity. And anytime you watch a streamer in their early career, even very successful streamers like Liam, for example, the speedrunner, you can tell they've pulled some inspiration from other people. You know, Liam had some similarities to Clint Stevens. So I want you to list 3 streamers that you like and how you would like to stream like.
Okay. So I brought this up earlier. I would like to meet some of these guys, and they truly inspired me. And number 1, very top, is Shroud. I've been watching Shroud for as long as I can remember. His YouTube videos, his live streams. I watched him in tournaments. I watched him a long time ago when he was playing Counter-Strike, when he was just going nuts and just out-fragging everybody, center of attention Shroud, being a badass and doing what he loves. You know what I mean? And one day I wish I could meet him. Hopefully, that would be a really big goal of mine. I didn't put that down on my goals because, uh, he has his own life and he has things going on for him, and I feel like he's out on top, but he has very much inspired me, and I would love to one day meet him, play with him. I think I did play with him in Counter Strike a while back, but we didn't really become friends. It was more like we played in the same lobby sometimes. You know what I mean? So, Shroud, number one. Number two, XQC. Now, I haven't been watching XQC a long time, but I like how quirky and goofy he is. You know what I mean? Like, dude's he's sitting in meetings with high level streamers that are talking about current economic and global issues and shit like that. And he's fucking farting and shit and like being a goofy ass. His content's hilarious. He's very true to himself. He knows who he is. And he just does what he loves. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. I appreciate the genuine person that he is. And that is one thing about me that I want to keep with me as my career progresses, being genuine. You know what I mean? So that could be one of my goals is being genuine. Fuck it. Number 6, be genuine. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I love his reaction videos, his gameplay videos. He's a top level gamer. He's a gamer first, then a streamer, and then I love his reaction videos. I follow a lot of content creators like Nexpo and Fern and all that stuff, and I didn't realize that he does reaction videos to that. I watch the original video of like Nexpo, and then I'll watch the XQC reaction. I'm watching every video twice, and I watch the XQC reaction because it's like, it's like we're hanging out, man, and we're watching the same video. I know that when I'm in there chatting, he doesn't really see what I'm asking or what I'm saying, because obviously he has thousands and thousands of chats coming every second, but it still feels like we're hanging out. You know what I mean? And that's fucking cool. Gamers just hanging out. Yeah, and last but not least, I'm gonna say Ludwig. Now, I haven't been watching Ludwig a lot. As a matter of fact, I think I only started watching him like a year ago. As you can see, it's not even subscribed on my YouTube right here because this is my second YouTube that I've made, and this is my premium one. So I'll go ahead and subscribe to him right now. Boom. But yeah, I haven't been watching him for a long time, but I've ran into his video recently, like yesterday, about becoming a streamer, and being who he is, I feel like he can give me really great advice. And the fact that he's making these videos to inspire others to follow their dreams is definitely something that's going to be embedded in my own content creation. One day I would love to make a video like this and be like, hey, I started off watching Ludwig's video, making a video about his video, becoming a streamer, and look at where I am now. You know what I mean? I think that would be fucking cool. And then one day reach out to him and be like, hey, guess what, dude? Your fucking video, it slingshotted me into a career that I love and that I'm passionate about. So shout out to you, Ludwig. I hope you see this video one day, and it'll be thanks to you and these other two people that I put down that have inspired me. So let's do it, man.
Right? So don't just list 3 streamers that you like that do something you would never do. For example, like don't list, Tarek Kaide 10s and then you're like, oh, I don't play Valorant. List 3 streamers that you like that do something you would like to do. And then
you know what? I really want to I'm going to put a 4th streamer down, actually. Landmark. Great streamer. Love his content. Plays a lot of Escape from Tarkov. I had a huge Escape from Tarkov fucking phase. I would still play it right now. As you can see, it's still down here on my taskbar. Well, you can't see it because I'm in the fucking way. You fucking idiot. But it's down here. Battle Eye, or what is it? I forget. Battle State or something like that. Anyway, love his content. And one of the reasons why I love his content is because when I was heavy in playing Escape from Tarkov, my buddy that lives out of state, He brought him up, put me onto him, watched his content, and then my buddy and I could converse about it, talk about his content, talk about how much of a badass he is, and how much we love watching him and stuff like that, and clipping and all this good shit. So shout out to you, Landmark. Shout out to all four of you. You are my inspiration.
Final thing I would like you to list is why.
Why?
Why do you want to do this? And this is the part where I want you to be honest. This is the part where I want you to actually answer the question very, very like vulnerably. Why do you want to have 300 concurrent viewers? Why do you want streaming to be a supplementary income? Why do you want streaming to be a full-time job? Why do you want to be the biggest in the world? I don't care how altruistic it is. I don't care how selfish it is. I just care that you know it and that you are honest to yourself, and I think that is valuable. Now you might...
Okay, why? I think I kind of highlighted that already. Why? I enjoy it. I'm very passionate about it. So I would love to share that passion with others and my love for the gaming community, to inspire people and to overall just be creative. I grew up a creative. Went to school for music before I decided to go into software engineering. You could probably see the guitar behind me, the amp. I have another guitar over there. I have a drum set in my corner. It's something that I love. I love drawing as well. I love making music, beats, rapping. Everything that has to do with music, very much so, has been part of my life ever since I was young. And I'm not the greatest, and I wish I put more time and practice into it, but something that I love. I can put a song on, listen to the different instruments. I take everything in. I love watching Bob Ross. I love watching people create art, and I feel like this is a form of art. And if you could be genuine while doing it and express yourself through streaming and content creation on YouTube, I feel like that's the next step, man. And so why do I want to do this? Keep staying creative and inspire others to continue / start being creative and follow their dreams. And I know you're going to sit here if you're watching this video and be like, oh, that's kind of lame. And everyone is going to say some shit like that. No, but I truly, truly want others to follow their dreams, especially if it's in creative field. I want you to follow your dreams regardless if it's not even creative. If you want to be a doctor, if you want to become a police officer, if you want to, I don't know, have a family, have a child, fucking race cars. I don't care, dude. Like, I just want you to follow your dreams, and I want this video that I'm making to show you that you can do it, because I'm gonna do it, right? And once I do it, I'm gonna help you guys do it. That's it. That is it. Follow your dreams, be passionate about it, help others, inspire others.
Might have thought.
Also, I do want to be part of this community. You know what I mean? Why? To be part of the community.
If I saw you not write this down, I'd tell you to quit. All right, this is what I did in the last video. Last time I did this, all right, I had this entire spiel, and then I said, if you didn't write it down, then you should quit. What you should actually do is, if you are writing this down and you have not yet gone live, go live, you lazy fucker. Okay? Stop.
Is this
doing
gonna...
all the auxiliary work without actually doing the thing that you were trying to do. Just go live. You're the only one who can motivate yourself to do the things that you want to do in life. If you're trying to be a streamer, you just got to go live. You can do all the other shit, like looking up what gear you want to get and writing down all your goals after. Just go live one time for me. Just one fucking time. Okay? And if you've done it, please go back to writing down your goals, inspirations, and your whys. But make sure you've gone live at least once. Just fucking try it, man. Even an hour. I don't care. Just try it. Here are mine. This is actually just a picture directly from my goals list. I have a few goals. My goals have changed. My goals are much more broad. I don't have goals
Hey, check
based
that out.
off objective
Be
metrics
consistent.
anymore. I don't care about my
Be kind is the
subscriber
same thing. Be
numbers as much. I
genuine.
don't care about my viewership as much. I just care about being better about what I'm doing. And so they're honestly more like reminders. Be ambitious, be creative, be kind, be patient. Because I think if I am those things and I remind myself to be those things, then I will be better at everything else in my life. So a goal doesn't have to be get 100 viewers or whatever the fuck. It can be this. It's just a little bit harder to hold yourself accountable when your goal is be ambitious versus an objective number you can look at. Inspiration. Komet Zero, because I think in esports, he is doing stuff that I would like to be doing with Moisex Shopify. Jinxie, because with very limited tools, Rainbow Six, he has amassed the largest average concurrent viewer base on Twitch, which I find massively impressive. And then Germa985, because his creativity, his ambition to do whatever idea he thinks of and then make it come to life, I still find inspirational. And then why? Why do I stream? Why do I do what I do? Simply put, that's also changed a lot. For a while, it was because I wanted to be a big streamer. Then it was because I had daily YouTube uploads and I wanted to keep uploading daily. And to keep uploading daily, I had to keep going live. After that, it was to be the biggest. I wanted to be the biggest streamer in the world. And then after I did that, I realized, well, actually what I really care about and gives me the most value is making the lives of those around me better. And also making cool shit. So those are the two things that I care about.
Making cool
people's lives
shit.
around me better. Friends, family, whatever. Making cool shit. So those are my
In the
two goals.
motherfucking suburbs
Where should
with
you
it.
stream? Answer. Twitch. Now this might sound
Before I forget,
a little bit...
I'm gonna go into his comments and just simply put down what I'm gonna do. Be kind. 3. Be genuine. 4. Become affiliate. 5. Affiliate. Oh. I'm a mathlete, not an athlete. Inspire friends and others. And lastly, help others pursue their dreams. Per use. Let's just do follow. Follow their dreams. Inspiration. Shroud. To XQC. 3. Ludwig. And 4. Landmark. Why? Keep creative. And inspire others to follow their dreams. Ultimate goal. Gain enough of a following to help others follow their dreams in becoming a streamer. Maybe once a year. Choose a follower and make content with them. And bring them along. All right. Cool.
It's ironic seeing as we are live streaming this on YouTube right now, but Twitch is simply the best platform to stream on. It just is. And then a couple more questions that go along with this. To be successful as a streamer, you need to be consistent. This is just simple advice, okay? Another tip that's helped me along the way, you should be as entertaining for 10 viewers as you would for 10,000 viewers. If you were to
Fire.
have 10,000
I'm gonna write that
people
down.
raid onto your stream, would you stream differently than with a group of people
What did you say?
platform to stream on? It just is. And then a couple more questions that go along with this. To be successful as a streamer,
Be consistent was one of my goals. I'm gonna write this in all caps. Be as entertaining for 10 as you would for 10,000.
you need to be consistent. This is just simple advice, okay? Another tip that's helped me along the way, you should be as entertaining for 10 viewers as you would for 10,000 viewers. If you were to have 10,000 people raid onto your stream, would you stream differently than with a group of people that are currently watching you? If the answer is yes, that means you are not giving your all. You are waiting for something to give your all. You should be giving your all for 10, as you would for 10,000, because then that 10 is how you grow to 10,000. And the ideal length for a stream is just under 6 hours. Anywhere under 6 hours. Where am I getting this information from? Well, I asked the biggest streamers in the world what the best streaming platform is. 28 out of 30 said Twitch. One person said YouTube, one person said multi-streaming. I am not sold on multi-streaming. I think multi-streaming fractures communities. There are times where it makes sense. For example, Doug when he does his YouTube versus Twitch, or an event to get the maximum amount of viewers. It works for some people.
Let's
like
skip ahead a
Charlie,
little
because he
bit.
has a huge YouTube presence. I think it's better have done. Now, this is 3 years ago. I talked about how you have to stream for the video. When you go live, you're basically trying to farm a YouTube video from it. It's changed. Now, most live streams,
Stream for clips.
we've condensed it a bit. If you live stream 4, 5, 6 hours, what you really care about getting in that time is a good clip. One great fucking moment is all
Question
that matters.
or
'Cause if you
exclamation
think
point,
about it,
exclamation point.
most of the people in the world
Try
who
to
know
find
you will know you from your clip, not your streams. Even
at
people
least
on this list, all right?
one
Kai, Speed,
funny
Queso, Jinxie, Pirate Software. You guys might have seen these
good
streams before. You've probably seen them from a clip.
moment
It might have been Speed getting sucked off in Minecraft.
of each stream.
Right? It might have been Kai breaking the record for the most
And
subs
make a
ever of
clip.
all time. It might have been Pirate Software talking about the YouTube algorithm. It could have been Jinxie hitting his desk with his
Push
feet and then
to
falling backwards in his chair because
YouTube.
he saw someone in Fortnite with a fat ass. Could have been Queso being called fat again. But you've
And
probably
TikTok.
seen the clip. The clip is king. So all
Maybe
you need
Insta.
is one great fucking moment. And then if you throw that moment on YouTube Shorts or TikTok and it blows up, it's a self-feeding system. More people will go to your stream. They want to see the funny moment. The funny moment happens, you
I'm
get a
gonna
new
be
funny
skipping
moment.
around a little bit
And
because this
every
video
new
is
big
already
streamer that's
reaching an hour.
exploded from the past couple of years has exploded from clips.
Clips.
Right? All these people or growth. Because I wanted to know from their perspective. Right? Some of these people are established creators. 66.7 still said yes.
So I'm
And
gonna
bear in
write that
mind,
down.
Almost everybody I asked has been a successful creator since before
33.3%,
YouTube Shorts are really a thing.
66.7%.
2/3 of which
Yes.
that YouTube Shorts and TikTok are important for their growth. So if they believe it
66,
on
no.
mass, huge majority,
33.
then you should also probably believe this. Now, there's an issue with clips. They don't make any fucking money. So it's still important to stream to make a YouTube video. And I've repeated this for my last session,
Stream
but I think it's still valuable information. When you do
to
a live
make
stream, it is still
YouTube video.
valuable to have a goal going into the stream of getting a YouTube video out of it. You go live with a premise, you know, maybe you are going to give your chat your credit card. The bones of the stream is you buying things
Meat.
with
I'm gonna put
your
meats
credit
and
card
bones.
that's kind of picked out. And the conclusion is the final list of how much money you've spent and everything you've bought. Your premise, your bones, your conclusion. It doesn't have to be every stream, mind you. But if you are going live without really thinking about it, just playing a video game and then going offline a couple hours later, I don't think you're really giving it your all. You should be putting damn near an equal amount of time thinking about what you're going to do as you are doing what you are supposed to do. If the entire fucking time you spend working on live streaming, you are live and you are not growing at all, you're making a mistake. Let's use our time more valuably and let's think about what we're going to do so it is more successful long term. Here's an example. Which YouTube video do you think will be better from these two live streams? Do you think it is Jinxie vs 20 girls? Or do you think it is the live stream called Wednesday? Let's just take a stab in the dark here.
They both got a
Most
million.
people would argue It's
But
the
yes,
first
Jinxie
option,
versus
and
20
they would be
girls.
right. 20 women versus Jinxie ended up being Jinxie's most viewed video within a week. And I don't think the Wednesday video that came from it did very well. Now, Wednesday streams are still important. You will occasionally have to go live with nothing to do, but putting Wednesday in your title and playing the game that people like when you play, or talking about the thing people like that you talk about, because consistency is key. But if you are not interspersing well thought out premises with good bones and good conclusion, I don't think you're doing a good enough job at streaming. How do you find ideas? How do you know what to stream, man? That's the hardest question. What the fuck do you do when you go live? The answer, you gotta watch a lot of live streams to know what to live stream. I'll tell you a story. I wanted to be a talk show host when I was in high school. Jay Leno even spoke at my sister's graduation from Emerson. And I saw him as he walked out and I said, Jay, I want to be a talk show host when I grow up. And he said, hey kid, what's your name? And I said, it's Ludwig. And he said, I'll see you there. I filmed all of this. This really happened. I'm not a talk show host today. I thought talk shows were dumb as shit and boring as hell. I never watched them. I just didn't watch them. I thought they were lame. I thought they were lame as shit. The reality is that I actually didn't want to be a talk show host. I think I just wanted to be a rich, famous person who was on TV who got to interview celebrities. Are you guys watching a shit ton of live streams? Because these big fucking streamers who are very busy, some of which are streaming 80 plus hours a week, are watching streams daily. The majority of them are watching streams daily. Over 80% are watching streams a few times a week. I watch streams.
Is it, if I wanted to like stream watching the stream, is that not, you can't do that? Probably not, right? Like if I go into Landmark stream and then I stream while he's streaming, I stream his content, that's probably not a good thing, right?
Every single day. I'm not even shitting you. My Twitch Wrapped.
But what I would do is I would use it for educational purposes. I'd be like, okay, look at this is what Landmark's doing. He has 4,000 people watching him. He's trying to complete this goal and escape from Tarkov. But at the same time, he is interacting with his, chat, asking him questions. He did this, he did that. Look at his page, like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Look at his YouTube, what hit, what didn't hit, stuff like that. Maybe I'll make a video like that, but I won't include it like much live streaming. I'll just kind of go through their VODs and go through their pages and their on YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that, and kind of just review their pages and stuff.
I watched Twitch 365 out of 365 days last year. How do I know about people like Jinxie even though I'm 28 fucking years old? Because I watch people like Jinxie. Because I need to know what's going on. Because how else am I supposed to keep up, adapt, and come up with ideas? It can't all come from thin air. It can't all come from past experience. I've made 2,000 goddamn videos. I gotta be watching shit. I gotta get inspired. If you're not watching Twitch, you can't become a Twitch streamer. It's also important though to think of ideas that work for you. Because yeah, you can watch somebody, but you can't necessarily do what they do. For example, if you watch me, you can't do, I let my chat spend $10,000, the results are cursed live stream. Because you can't spend $10,000 fucking dollars on a live stream. That would be insane. It'd be absurd of you to do. It'd be crazy. You shouldn't do that. You also probably can't fly to Japan and drift the J-Schlatt because you probably don't know J-Schlatt like that. So if you can't do those things, do not think of ideas that include those things. I think this is a mistake I see all the time. People thinking of ideas that don't actually work for them. Oh man, if only I had 10K, I could do this. Oh man, if only I was friends with J-Schlatt, I could collab with him. I would get big quick. What do you actually have around you? You got a funny fucking friend? Do you have a love and passion for mobile gaming? With the tools you have, what would you make? And you can still find inspiration. For example, last week I ranked every single Flash game. Anybody who's watching this could do that. It was fucking $0. I literally looked up Flash games and then played the Flash games. It was like 12 of them. It wasn't even every Flash game. Anyone could do that. So make sure the ideas you are thinking of work for you. Now I asked these 30 streamers, how much planning actually goes into your stream? Because it's an interesting question, you know? Like how much do they actually plan it out? And for the most part, people are kind of making it up the day of. 43% of people, the plurality of people, kind of just make up what they do the same exact day. And I'm not excluded from that camp, by the way. Most of the time, I kind of make up what I do that same day, maybe the day before. Only 26% of people plan their streams ahead of time. 73% are making up day of or sometimes making it up day of. So don't stress out, man. That's the key. Don't freak out about what you gotta do, but spend 30 minutes every morning thinking of a couple ideas, writing them down. Maybe pitching it to a friend who's also trying to become a live streamer. Throw your ideas back and forth. This idea sucks. This idea rocks. And just fucking run with it. The more shit you throw at the wall, the higher chance you have of something sticking. So better to think of an idea, grip it, rip it day of.
So like I'm definitely I fall into that category where I probably I'm only going to be streaming the same thing, but I need to mix it up. Like I play Marvel Rivals, and I need to start playing other games and then introduce maybe some real life shit. I don't know, dude. It's going to come to me though. Definitely. Because I'm more of a I made it up that day kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Not work, try something new the next day, then spend all this time crafting this amazing idea you've thought of only to have it not work. And now we get to my favorite part, the yoink and twists. Now I've talked about this ad nauseum, so I'll be brief, but this is still the #1 best strategy on how to come up with a great video idea that is still exclusive to you and your personality that has a high chance of being successful. And it starts with finding an idea that has worked. For example, Michael Reeves made a video a few years ago called Your Robot Ideas Are Stupid. Many people have followed his formula. Michael Reeves is a fucking phenomenal YouTuber. Phenomenal. In fact, one of them was Fundy, who made a video 3 years ago based off it called I Made Your Dumb Ideas in Minecraft. It became his most viewed video ever. I saw this, and I was kind of into chess at that time. So I was like, hey, there's a bunch of dumbass ways to play chess. What if I just tried doing all of those ideas that chat gives me? And you can tell I was inspired by Fundy for the thumbnail and Michael Reeves for the initial idea. And the video did great for me. I was pumped. 1.3 million views. It was me and Stans playing chess for 4 hours. Lock it in. The yoink and twist is a tried and true method. And don't feel bad about the yoink and twist because it's how it fucking works. Don't take my word for it. Listen to H Bomber Guy.
It's completely fine to be inspired by someone or build on ideas you got from somewhere else, especially if you're open about it. Famous big boy YouTuber Ludwig has a thing he calls the yoink and twist, where he gets ideas from existing videos and openly broadcasts he's doing his own spin on it. In his video about that one guy copying the Capsule Hotel video, he happily says where he got the stuff he drew on for his own work.
I do. This is me trying silly chess ideas, and look at all the tweets beside me with your ideas suck. Genius thumbnail. I got it from Fundy. I got it from Fundy. I made your dumb ideas in Minecraft, and then he has a bunch of tweets next to him.
It's hard for anyone to feel ripped off when he's open about where he got the ideas.
And if you don't take H Bomber Guy's word for it, or my word for it, 29 of the 30 streamers that I surveyed said they take stream ideas from other creators. 29 out of 30! So if you haven't already started looking at other creators and trying to take some elements of it, twisting it to making it your own, then you were just simply not doing it right. By the way, the only person who said they don't take ideas from other creators, Tarek. And that's fair. He does just go live and play Valorant every day. I guess he doesn't need to steal too many ideas. Tarek also gave a quote that I thought was poignant here. Because I asked everybody, I said, do you have a piece of advice for someone if they were to go live and stream? And he said, streaming, full luck, small skill. All right, that's what Tarek said. For some context, Tarek was the 3rd biggest streamer in the world last year. He says it's full luck, little skill. What does that mean for you?
That fucking sucks, because I have horrible luck. Fuck. Mine's going to be like grind, skill, and kind of luck. Hopefully.
How can you even fathom becoming a streamer if the 3rd biggest in the world says it's full luck? You have to be delusional. And I mean this very genuinely. Because there is someone who is watching this, or maybe isn't watching this, or maybe isn't born yet, who will be the biggest streamer in the fucking world. It will happen. It won't be the people who are currently at the top, still at the top in 10 years. It's gonna be someone new. And that someone is gonna be fucking delusional. They're gonna be out of their mind because they're gonna see that 7+ million people go live and they're gonna think, oh, I'm gonna do it. And then they're gonna become the biggest to ever do it. That's delusional. But you need to be delusional.
Be delusional.
Because if you're not
I don't sleep much, so
all you look at
I'm pretty much a walking
numbers, you're
delusional
not even
being.
To try. You're just gonna get stuck in reality hell. Okay? It's okay to dream big. It's okay to be a bit delusional, and it's okay to fucking go all in on a absolute Hail Mary dream. And the only way I promise you will ever be the biggest to ever do it is if you are delusional. If you have that brazen confidence to believe that you hitting go live and switching the relationship that currently exists where you are the viewer to now you are the streamer and people get to watch you now and they have to watch you now. And not only do they have to watch you, they're going to watch you over the existing people who have all the resources and money and experience. They're going to watch you instead. Only someone that delusional will ever end up being a huge streamer.
I'm delusional right now.
Throw your life away. You quit your job tomorrow. You start streaming full time until you're the biggest. Don't do that, right? You can still be.
I'm delusional because I think this is gonna work.
Smart, but be smart and be delusional. Now, I asked these 30 streamers, what is the most important statistic? What should you worry about? If you're gonna go live, what actually matters?
Girth,
right? And the answer is average view count. Streamers are obsessed with average view count. They are obsessed with it. All right. And even the streamers who prioritize things like enjoyment or maybe some other statistics like girth, at one point, they cared. This one was interesting. I asked them, do they look at their view count while streaming? I do. I've been Hawkeyeing it this whole stream.
Yeah, I look at my view count, even though I am expecting 1 to 2, maybe 3.
It's been going up the whole time.
I get it. I'm looking over at Streamlabs yes, right now, no. And I'm not even live. I think it's a preference I'm literally just recording, and I'm looking at Streamlabs. And I got like 3 notifications about people following me, and I'm proud of that. You feel me? I'm proud of that. Look at it.
Important metric, but I just want to put some gravity
3 people
onto the average view count number. Don't become obsessed with it.
Thank you guys.
Psycho. You know, don't let it ruin your life, I guess is what I should say. But be aware. You don't have to know it while you're live. You can look at it after. You can even look at it off. But it's true. And in these videos, I talk a lot about the how to make the sausage, the how to be a big streamer, the what happens if you do become a big streamer. But the reality is you're going to fall off. You're going to quit. Even if you fucking make it. Even if you watch this video and in 5 years you're like, let me watch your video. I'm the biggest streamer in the fucking world.
I disagree with this part of the video. I don't think that should be something that you should put into your mind, even though it may be true. Don't think about falling off, especially when you're starting. Don't think about falling off. Just think about, instead of, see, I'm trying to approach this as a doing it for the passion kind of thing. If you end up, you know, getting thousands of people viewing your shit and then all of a sudden it goes down to 0, don't stop doing it just because you're not having anybody watch you. That's kind of silly in my book, or in my opinion. Keep doing it, man. Honestly, like I said before, streaming was a way for me to make memories with my friends. And I quickly found out that Twitch deletes your shit after quite a while. So it's not just like a catalog of all your previous streams. But that's why I record my shit. And I keep content that no one viewed, that no one watched, of me and my friends playing video games together. And you know what? I sometimes go back and watch those videos and reminisce about the good times that we've had. I did that long time ago. I used to do that with a fucking flip phone on my camera, the camera on my flip phone. I used to just fucking play video games with my homies. We'd have a LAN party, and I would film us being goofy and shit. And I have those videos stored away on a fucking thumb drive in a safety deposit box somewhere safe. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually, I have those phones still. Some of them don't turn on because actually they're old as fuck phones and you can't connect them to your computer, and I can't turn them on because I don't have the battery charger for it, or I don't have a battery for them, but they're still stored there. And one day if I can find a battery for that shit, I'd pull that shit up and look at that shit immediately. We used to make fucking commercials about like Game Fuel. We used to fucking play video games until like 6 in the morning until we're delusional and video record each other being goofy. I don't give a fuck if you guys don't watch those videos. Those are for me. These videos that I'm making right now, yeah, they're for everybody. They're for you. But primarily, they're for me. I'm going to have these videos on YouTube long after I'm gone. Long after I die. And maybe it reaches you guys, maybe it doesn't. But for the simple fact of me making this video, I could look back in a year from now, see this video and be like, hey, guess what? I fucking tried that. I tried it. I gave it my all. And I'm proud of that. Regardless if this fucking video has 0 views or if it has fucking 10,000 or 1 million views. You know what I mean? This is for me right now. Because no one's going to be watching this probably. But if people do watch it, it's for you. It's for everybody. It's for whoever wants to enjoy the content. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a good idea to put in your mind that you're going to fall off, even though that it's true. Don't do it for other people. Do it for yourself, right? Do it for yourself.
In 10 years, 20 years, you're gonna be like, I watched your video, I was the biggest streamer in the world, and now I fell off. So while you're here, while you're making shit, you might as well make something you care about. And in the past, I haven't focused on this enough, but it is truly all that matters. It is literally all that matters, is making something you care about. If you're making shit that is an antithesis to your being and what you like and what matters or what you think is cool, like what's the
It's a big word for Elmo.
You know? Leave a mark. Be someone who makes shit they're proud of. I promise you, I have seen the heights that some streamers have hit, and then they start to fall off a bit, and then they're fucking depressed. But you wouldn't be depressed if you were proud of what you made. If the only thing that matters is the success, then you will guaranteed be sad in the long term. If the only thing that matters is making something you care about, then truly, the only way you fail is if you don't make something you care about. And so with that thought, I got some final steps. If you've already gone through the process, you've gone live at least once, you just tried it out. You wrote down your goals, your inspiration, all that. If you're at this point, congratulations. I got one more thing I need you to do. In the thought of making something you're proud of, if you really want to graduate and become a baby, if you really want to graduate and become a big streamer, I want you to show off your work. If you are not willing to show friends and family the shit that you make, you are not serious about what you're making. And this is a very scary thing to do. This is a fucking terrifying.
I did that for my last video. That's why I said that I think that majority of the views on this video are the homies and family members, because I sent it to, I think, 3 people. And I don't think one of them watched it because they're too caught up in their own life, and too caught up in being about themselves. But other than that, I feel like, yeah, the 3 likes that I have on this video, 2 of them are definitely from family members.
Stream life separate from the regular life, so people at school don't know or their family doesn't know. But if you're not proud enough of the shit you're making that you won't sit on the couch and watch a video with your mom or sister or brother or whoever, or you won't Discord message a friend that you've talked to for years who fucking loves you, the shit that you're making, it is disrespectful in my mind to post that publicly expecting other people to watch. If you expect other people who don't give a shit about you to watch the thing that you won't even show the people who love you to watch, I find that disrespectful. And it's scary. But if you're willing to do that step and you take that leap, you'll be in such a better place. You'll be in such a better place, man. Because you'll be at the point where you're already making stuff that you're proud of. And if you're not, and they're like, hey, this fucking sucks, then you know. And you can get to that point quicker. That'd be amazing. How amazing would that be if someone who loves you could just tell you, like, hey, man, this thing actually isn't good. You know, you could work on it, change it, do it better. That's great to know. It's going to shatter your fucking ego, or it can lift you up. It's scary. Do it. Show off your work. I do this to this day. If I make a video that I think's really fucking cool, I send it to my family in France. They don't speak English, but I think if it's really cool, it will cross the language barrier. So when I did my story time when I went to France, I sent it to them. But also when I made the video learning an opera in Italian, I sent it to them because I wanted to share it with them. I thought they'd fucking love it. And they did. It was cool. I'm proud of that video. And that, in conclusion, is my Ultimate Streaming Guide 2.0. Thank you very much for watching. Couple things, if you're still here and you want to stick around, if you watch the video all the way through, hey, subscribe, follow my Instagram, become a member if you want, and also make shit you're proud of. That's, at the end of the day, all that matters. Okay, man? Make shit you are proud of. We got a short amount of time on this earth. Let's not waste it making shit we don't care about.
Fire. All right, guys. Yeah, so I followed his guidance. I only got 3 pages of notes, but this is going to be my notebook for streaming. I'm going to write down everything that I'm doing, what works, what doesn't work, what I'm thinking, content, creation, all that good shit. And yeah, that being said, I thank you guys for watching the video. If you do watch the video, if nobody watches the video, I thank you, Zach, me, for making the video, taking that first step. And yeah, I already got a thumbnail for this shit. I'm gonna put it on YouTube and I'm gonna go game, bro. I've been off work for like 2.5 hours. I haven't fucking gamed for 1 second. I'm gonna go do that shit. I'm gonna start a live stream. I have an idea that I'm gonna do. And yeah, it might not be the fucking coolest idea, but I'm just gonna start pumping out content every day. content. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna write down what I'm doing today, and hopefully keep it as a template, because I feel like there's variations to it that I can do. So you guys are watching this video. My next video is going to be gameplay, Marvel Rivals gameplay. Hopefully I start streaming some other shit here soon, but I am stuck on this motherfucking game, and it sucks because ranked is fucking broken. But hey, I have fun playing it. It's all that fucking matters. Thanks for stopping by, Ludwig. I fucking appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.